Uh, we are live. Welcome to the Lynn and Cheryl Show. I'm Lynn Serrano,
And I'm Sheryl Isenhour.
and we'll be right back after this. Hey, Cheryl. Welcome back. I was just trying to check something out here. So, how are you today?
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, that means whatever, right?
Whatever. It is
Whatever.
whatever. Hump day, middle of the week. Pick a logo there.
Yeah, whatever fits your fancy, right?
Whatever end you're looking at. We're in the middle.
That's true. That's true. Uh, I like the topic today because the topic today is hi, Robert. No, it's not about Robert, but thank you, Robert, for being here. Our topic today is what is your why? And you asked the question. I love picking your brain to see where you what you were thinking when you thought of that topic.
Well, being certified under Ziegler. That's come around. It's been a heavy topic for a long time. What's your why? I mean, we usually know what we want, but what's your why? When you've got that goal, what's the why? And a lot of us don't know that, and until you know why, it's just a suggestion.
I I like that you say that because, people would wonder why I'm trying to do what I'm doing right now and yay, watching you live ladies and it's working great. Thank you. That's just she just came in on the perfect part. People would wonder why I'm trying to have a TV station. Why am I doing Lynn's.tv, which isn't up, but it's kind of up. And right now, what I'm excited to say, we're working on Theodora. Thank you for checking on that. It's being worked on right now, but we're coming live right now on my platform. That's not officially out to everybody yet, but it's going to be there really soon. And people would say, why would you want to do that, Lynn? Well, I love doing a lot of variety shows, and doing variety shows. I'm also producing shows, or I'm writing intros and outros for people and stuff like that. So the thing is that I love the people I work with and the people I surround myself with. So I want to have a page where people will bookmark and be able to see the live shows, and see it through YouTube. And then I'm excited the fact that anybody that's on the stage with me, people want to know who they are. You just go from that page and go be snoopy and go figure them out and find them where they're at. And it's just my way of contributing and giving to everybody and not making it so chaotic to find people that I work with or so I'm just excited. So my why is just to make things easier for people and to know that I am blessed to be working with some amazing people like you, Cheryl, that you become my family. I just love that. And it's the bare bones of what the world is, right? Love, respect, and helping each other without any missions or motives behind it. And that I think we've lost that. I think we lost why. Some people say, why? Because I can make a lot of money. And
Well,
money,
that's not really your why.
no,
I don't
no.
care what they say, because then you've got to dig deeper. If
Mhm.
it's because so I can make a lot of money, that's not your why.
Right.
That's your benefit. So why do you want to make a lot of money? Is it for your family? Is it because it makes you supposedly important, which it doesn't? Um, what's your why? Why do you want to make the money?
Right. And that's the thing. We don't understand why we say some of the things we say, and then we wonder why we've got the things we've got and not the things we want. It's because how we say it and how what we're focusing on saying why is because of the money. There's so much more than just focusing on the money and why it doesn't all connect. So I'm glad you brought that up, and I think there's a formula to everything, and the formulas are things that people aren't thinking and not knowing, and that's why they're not thinking and growing rich.
And you're not going to get your why real quick
No.
sometimes. I mean, it's a digging process because of this, because of that, and you have to dig deep. And if it's in business, you really need to know your why.
Yeah.
Personal, if you're having problems, dig for the why, not the that. And it makes a whole lot of difference because we're so many people are when they think so superficial, and they don't dig down for the reasonings of the way things are happening. Why is life treating me like it is? Usually 90% of it's because of something you're doing or you're not doing. Some of it you can't help. I mean, there's things out there that we can't fix, but a majority of what's happening to you, good or bad, is because of the things that you do.
Or done that you've done that you forgot you've done that you wonder why it's coming like that. And I don't know why I got feedback. I don't know if I am I snooping over here. I have something on in the background. I got to make sure. Anyways, sorry about that. But seriously, that's one of the things that we should ask ourselves is why is it that we're you have to be careful of your whys and because you always get what you wish for, whether you know it or not. You always do. And Theodora says, my why in business is because people are taking advantage of, and I want to stop that. Yes, knowledge is power, and Theodora is so knowledgeable in financing, and I I think the more she sees that people are getting screwed, the more she wants to educate people, the more she's giving and loving of her knowledge, and I love that about her. I mean, I really love her transparency with that. And so, yes, I love when you realize your purpose is to help other people that are they don't know any better. You know, we were talking yesterday on Tuesday thing, you know, there's everybody's trying to sell a course, you know, and why are they trying to sell a course? To make money. But you could sell a course if the person doesn't do what they expect to do. What justice did you give? If you know someone's not going to do what needs to be done, you're really selling that course just to make the money, not caring of the outcome. Having, you know, I think some businesses like that, coaches, they really don't work with the clients enough to get the testimony to say this is why you should work with me. Instead, it's the, oh, you got 6 weeks with me, Sheryl, you know, and so see ya, and you don't show up for the next 4 weeks. They don't care, you know. It but that's here nor there. I mean, we all have lessons to learn, but remember, why? Just ask the questions to yourself and you'd be surprised at the answers you get.
I mean, if you're going to be a coach, be available. I think that's the one that drives me the most is when you try to get a coach and you don't get a response and you don't get a response. I mean, I can't respond immediately, but you're going to get a response and it's going to be timely.
Yeah.
But, oh God, I'd hate to know how many people I've tried to get a hold of, but it's just, there's never an answer.
Or sometimes some of those people that sell the course and they say it's in the course. Yeah. So, you know, which isn't the right thing to do either because you want people to get stuff. You want to say, look, you paid me money. I want to give you that answer right now. And then I'll tell you where it's at in the course for backup too.
That, statements like that sound good to the guy that's speaking or the woman or the whatever. But the thing about it is, and I wish people would understand this, conversation is in the ears of the person listening. It's not in the mouth of the person speaking because you can speak all day. I mean, I've stood in front of crowds and I know they didn't get everything I said. I mean, if a crowd gets 15% of what you're saying, you've had a good day. Okay.
Right.
But what you're doing is it's in the ears of the person that you're talking to. It's how they work it once it gets in their head and how much they actually heard. And it's not that people are not listening to you. They just you know, I do disc assessments. A high S&D have to take it in and have to work with it a second to get up. That's not wrong. That's right. A lot of people that are higher D's like me, and we just kind of let it pass through and grab what we can catch. But that's what you need to, make your conversation in the ears, not in the mouth.
And I think that's important. Like you said, what's your why? Why do you want that person to know your message? Because then, it you sometimes have to, well, it's just like they say about the commercials, right? You have to watch them 10, 20 times for a product before you'd even buy it. Same thing goes with, why do you want your message or your purpose to be, so that people understand it and know it as best as they can, because not everybody understands or comprehends or hears the things at the same time. They have to be repeated and heard and known for quite some time before it sticks with somebody.
And that's why commercials are different. Okay, we're selling Tide. We
Mhm.
don't just have one Tide commercial. We have, God only knows, thousands of Tide commercials. That's because you don't hear the commercial that I would hear. The one that you hear doesn't resonate with me.
Right.
That's why they have a lot of commercials.
Yeah.
Drives People just drive me nuts thinking that people hear everything they say, and then they complain about, well, he didn't listen. He did listen. He just didn't hear everything.
Yeah.
But if you questioned him, he could tell you part of it.
Yeah. I just think when you're asking what is your why in anything you do, really ask yourself, why am I doing this, or why am I giving myself every day a to-do list with 10 things on there and I know I can only do 5? Why are you stressing yourself out? Why are you setting yourself up to fail? Why? There's so many reasons why you need to ask about your why constantly. Because I love some of the successful stories you hear is they started out with their why being something way different. And then along the journey, something else happened. And all of a sudden they realized that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to end up doing this instead. So their why can at least give you something to focus on and to figure it out from there. I mean, it's just like some people rather rent than buy. And why? Because they rather not do the lawn. They rather not have to fix this. They rather, and then to rent, it's like, hey, just call somebody. They have to fix it. You don't have to, you don't have to mow your lawn, whatever. I'm just saying, like think of all the whys. I mean, it's the pros, the cons. I think if we spent more time asking why, and just like when I pressed on myself 2 years ago, why am I going to do a book, and why am I all of a sudden going to have it done before whatever? And there was a lot of reasons why I could say no, that's not a good idea, but I was like, why? Because I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it. I did it. And I know it's not wise to to set yourself up like that, but I did it. I just did it and got it out of the way, and I had the experience. No loss to anybody. I had the experience.
And you're really right there, but there's a part that I'm a little different with. Yes, you do need to test yourself.
Yeah.
You need to have things that you're going to fail at.
Mhm.
The reason I say that is because until you've known failure, well, that came out well,
Right.
you're not going to know success.
Correct.
And so if you don't try, how do you know if you're going to be good at it? I mean, I was not allowed as a child to say, I can't do that. My father and my grandfather was always, you can do anything you want to do. You may not have the tools to do it correctly, or you may not have the knowledge, but you can get either one. As long as you've got a good mind, you can do anything, and a good body, you can do anything you want to. And that's how we were raised. And I was. My brother never caught on to that real well. But, and I think that's why, even at the age I am now, I'm never totally satisfied where I'm at. I'm still reaching. I mean, I'm just wondering if when I'm 99, I'm going to be looking for something else to do. So it just, that's why I wear so many hats. And that's why I enjoy every hat that I wear. If you don't enjoy the hat you're wearing, take it off.
Yeah.
Get you a new hat and get a new job. Nobody should have to work at a job. Yeah, are there times you have to work just to get the money to provide? Yes, but when you get to a certain point, get a job you enjoy,
Yep.
but be good at it, whatever it is. And I see Jerry just chimed
And
in.
oh, he's in my home state. How about that? Hi, Jerry. So yeah, I loved the topic today because just it's amazing if you just sit with asking yourself a question and asking why and what is your why is so important, but yet that's not how we were taught. That's not how we were wired to be. But it's never too late as long as you're breathing to ask why. Why do I do this? Why am I doing this? And why is the best question you can ask yourself.
We're always asking if I do this, if I do that, what
Why
if,
not?
yeah, what if, why do you want to do that? Everything
Yeah.
ought to have a something in it that you're searching for, or it can just be, I do a lot of mundane stuff too. So, but um, and I do that for relaxation. So I do have a why at the end of it. But it's people just need to ask why more. If they'd
And
ask,
to know why not? Why not try to do something? Why it's better to have a resume say, "Well, I tried this, and well, that didn't work out for me." And I think when you try different things, you really appreciate, like writing a book really quick. I really appreciate an author who took their time to do things and have an enjoyable book, to read and the pressures and things like that. You don't know what somebody goes through unless you yourself try to and so I think it makes you more of an empathetic person, an understanding person, and you appreciate somebody that has a craft. Like I had to paint by numbers, but look at my friend Scott. I mean, he's just Picasso. So what I'm saying is like you can appreciate when somebody has an eye for talent and an eye, for this or that, but you don't know unless you open yourself up for the possibilities of why not try. Why just think of why not, you know?
painting by numbers isn't always bad, Lynn. I've known artists that started that way,
Yeah.
and then they got the technique, and
Right.
and they moved on because they realized I didn't need those little squares with numbers on them.
Right. I did go to an art class once and got the art paint stuff and it was really enjoyable. I never did go back, but it was really cool to learn from somebody that's actually done really amazing stuff. And again, it's just getting different perspectives, opening up your mind and being active to think of the things to do. So, what is your why is a good question and say, and why not? Why not?
It's all about the why. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's all about the why. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, no sorry there. I think that's just a great case in point that we should just say why, but why not,
And
right. I'm gonna make that t-shirt. Why not?
the thing about it, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I ask my clients why. Why?
And isn't it funny when you ask somebody, well, why? They're like,
I
they
don't know.
don't have an answer. Most people, when somebody says they're doing something or whatever, and you say why, can I ask you why? It's like a deer in the headlights. Like if you ask them to name what your parents, birth name was or something, they just like, that's a good question. So
It's always a good one to use when you don't have another question to
yeah.
ask. But
Well, I think that's why when I share anything with anybody, I already have my why. I'm always ready, but then people don't ask me why. And that's okay. But you have to be ready to answer the question of why did you get into this business or why are you doing what you're doing? And most people don't understand or well, I need the money. No, it's not that. You need the money. There's a classifieds, you could find all sorts of, but why this particular? Some people can't even answer that.
the I need the money. Why? Could be because I'm hungry. You've got a pain
But are you? But
point.
but being hungry, you want to eat shit or you want to eat lobster or whatever you want to eat. The point is you got to spend 40 hours working at a job. You might as well like what you're doing than not what you like doing.
I mean, I've been lucky. I've always enjoyed work, and I've enjoyed the jobs I've had. The limo service didn't go over real well. That I got tired of hearing how much is that limo. So um, I did it. Been there, done that. Won't do it again.
Exactly. And you took it off your list. So
Mhm.
anything anything in closing before we leave, Sheryl?
Just ask yourself why, and make it something. Don't ask it here. Ask it in here, and come up with that why. Why are you doing not just what you're doing at the moment, but why are you doing this? And come up with that, and it makes this a whole lot easier.
And I don't know about you, but I love my Wednesdays. And why do I do this? Because I love seeing you. It's connected me. I haven't seen you this summer. It'll be 2 years already. And I've missed, squeezing and hugging you. And I can't wait to do that here soon. So, Sheryl, I love you. Thank you so much for being and taking this time with us.
Love you too. And everybody that clicked in today, appreciate you coming.
Yes, we love it. All right. Well, we're out of here. Bye bye.
You're like a